Namaste, I'm JVWU and my session is on nature of international relations or international politics. The nature of international relation is similar to that of the nature of political relations. Now, the main variables are, number first is nation as primary actors of international relations. Nations are in international politics, but groups are in politics. Politics is a process of interaction among groups, and international politics is primarily a process of interaction among nations. Nation states are the key actors, but along with them, several non-state, transnational and supranational groups also play an important role in international relations. The primacy, however, belongs to the nation states because they still control all the instruments of coercion and violence in international relations. Now, national power is the faculty of each nation state. The next is national interest as the objective. National interest is the objective that each nation attempts to secure in relations with other nations. International politics basically involves the art of preserving or securing goals of national interest by using control over other nations. It is a process by which each nation tries to safeguard and secure its interest in condition of conflict with other nations. The third is conflict as a condition of international politics. The national interests of various nations are neither fully compatible nor fully incompatible. The incompatibility of national interest of various nations is a source of conflict at international level, which find concrete manifestation in the form of disputes. However, possibility of making the interests compatible through accommodation, adjustment and reconciliation leads to some cooperation among nations. As such, conflict and cooperation as well as coercion and persuasion are always present in international relations. So, study of international politics involves a study of conflict and the conflict resolution among nations. Then power as a means. Yes, in condition of conflict, each nation attempts to secure the goals of the national interest. The mean for securing this goal is power. That is why each nation is continuously engaged in the process of acquiring, maintaining, increasing and using power. The power that makes nation attempt to secure the national interest is called the national power, and national power is a currency of international relations. Power in the context of international relation is conceptualized as national power. Next, power as a mean as well as in the ends of international politics. In international politics, power is both the means as well as an end. Nations always use power for securing the goals of the national interest. At the same time, they regard power as a vital part of their national interest and therefore try to build and keep a reserve of national power. Each nation always works for maintaining and increasing the national power. The next, international politics as a process of conflict resolution among nations. Yani the study of international politics is the study of the process by which nations try to achieve their goals and to have an advantageous position with respect to other nation in the condition of continuous conflict. In other words, international politics is a process of conflict resolution among nations. The next is international politics involve continuous interaction among nations. Since the nation interests of various nations are in conflict with one another, conflict cannot be completely eliminated from international society. However, at the same time, conflict must be resolved because unresolved conflict can lead to war. There necessitates continuous attempts on the part of nations to adjust their relation with one another. Nations try to achieve this by the means of their power and resources. They are therefore continuously engaged in the process of interaction. This makes international politics a continuing phenomenon of interaction. The next, interacting among foreign policies. Since international environment is very complex and dynamic and each nation has to act in conditions characterized by conflict, cooperation, competition, war, tensions and uncertainties, it is essential for each nation to formulate and out on the basis of its foreign policy. In fact, each nation always formulates and follow its foreign policy which define the goal of its national interest as well as means to be used for securing these. The relation among nations mostly take the form of interaction among the foreign policies of the nations. So on the basis of this, we can conclude that international relations, and politics, like all politics, is basically struggle for power. It is a system of relation, interaction among nations. Then international relations or politics have few elements, just like nations are the primary actors in international relations. However, nowadays several global and regional actors as well as many non-state actors have also been playing a big role in international relations. Then national interest is the objective. Each nation always tries to secure the goal of its national interest through a participation in international relations. Next, conflict in the condition in which nation act and react with each other. It is a continuous phenomena. The nation interests of various nations are different, are also incompatible, and hence conflict continues to be perpetually present in the international environment. This conflict is a source of both disputes and cooperation among nations. National power is a means that nations use for securing their respective interests in conditions of conflict. Next, since each nation is motivated by the desire to secure the interest in relation with other nations, it is always adopts and follows a foreign policy for securing these. It has been this thinking that has led some scholars to describe international politics as interaction among the foreign policies of various nations. Study of foreign policies and interactions among nations an integral part of the body of international politics. So international politics includes the study of all relations and interaction which form part of the behavior of nations in the international environment. It involves a study of struggle for power, a process of conflict resolution among nations, as well as interactions among the foreign policies of various nations. So in a nutshell, you can say that when it comes to the nature of international relations and politics, we can say that nation are the primary actors, then national interest as an objective. It is a conflict as a condition of international politics. It is a power as a means. It is a power as a means as well as end in the international politics. International politics as a process of conflict resolution among nations, and international politics involve continuous interaction among nations and interactions among foreign policies.